Hello my students at 8th grade. I hope that you are watching these videos to follow up your studying and do not miss any class. Also, I hope that you did your homework that I gave you in the previous lesson. Let's continue our grammar, which is the time clause. As we said that the time clause is applied in the whole tenses, present, future, and past, and even in the imperative form. And we explained the present time. We have explained the present time, and now we're going to continue all of these types: future, imperative, and past. Let's start with the first one, which is the future time clauses. If you remember, as we discussed or explained about future tense, we use it when we are going to talk about something did not happen yet, or something will happen in the future, maybe tomorrow, next day, or next year. So you need to use a specific verb, which is will plus infinitive verb. Will plus infinitive verb, this is for future time. And as we discussed, if you remember, that the adverbial clauses contain of two clauses, main clause and time clause. The time clause supposed to start with one of these adverbs: when, as soon as, until, once, before, after, and while. After these words, use present, not future. So we don't use future in the time clause. In the time clause, we only use present simple, not future. So remember, in time clause use present, and in main clause use the future tense. Look at this example. When I am 69, I will retire. This is the time clause. Why? Because it starts with the adverb when. And here is a comma because we start the sentence with the time clause. This is the main clause because of two reasons. It doesn't start with any adverb, and it contains will. When the clause contains will, means that this is the main clause, not the time clause, because the time clause could not have the will. So we use will only in the main clause, not the time clause. Look at this example. Actually, it's the same example, but we switch between the main clause and the time clause. We start the sentence with the main clause, and here is will. There is no comma because we start the sentence with the main clause. And here is the time clause because it starts with the adverb when. Look at these two sentences. When I will be 69, I will retire. This is wrong sentence because we said that will only comes with the main clause. With the time clause, only use present simple. Look at the second sentence. When I am 69, I will retire. This is a correct sentence because will comes in the main clause and the present simple in the time clause. So the form for future time clause: subject plus will and then infinitive verb, and here is the time clause because it starts with the adverb subject, verb 1, object. Remember to use simple present in the time clause and will plus infinitive verb in the main clause. The keywords, this is to make it easy for you: tomorrow, next, 2021. Examples: Tom will turn off the lights when he leaves the office. Where is the time clause? Good job. Here is the time clause because it starts with the adverb when, and here is the main clause because it contains will and it doesn't have it doesn't have any adverb. After it stops raining, she will go running. I have a question. Why we use the comma here? Bravo, because the sentence starts with the time clause, and here is the main clause. Let's move on the new type of time clause, which is imperative time clause. Imperative means al-amr. Form: verb 1, object, adverb, subject, verb 1, object, which is the time clause. What is special about imperative sentence? It starts with the verb, not the subject. Usually the sentences in English starts with the subject, but when the sentence starts with the verb, this means that this sentence or this clause is imperative clause. Examples: as soon as you arrive, call me. Here is the main clause, and this is the imperative verb, and we use the comma here because the sentence starts with the adverb as soon as, and notice the tense for the verb, which is in the simple present. Look at the second sentence. Open your book when I come in the class. This is the main clause, open your book. And here is the time clause because it starts with the adverb when, and there is no comma because we started with the main clause. Look at these another examples. The first one: when I come back to school, I will study hard. Okay, take a moment. Where is the main clause? Bravo. Here is the main clause because it doesn't contain any adverb and it has will. Look at the second one. I will do my homework after I finish this video. Okay, in this sentence, why we didn't use a comma? Bravo, because we start the sentence with the main clause. Look at the last one. Clean up before you sit here. What is the type for this sentence? Good job. It's imperative time clause because it starts with the imperative verb, which is clean up, and here is the time clause. And here we're going to stop, my lovely student. Thank you for listening, and bye bye.